he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Open man is Cooks, he's got it. Touchdown Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Flushed out right. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been giving him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Taylor. Screenplay, Johnson. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Danny Amendola, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Texans will extend their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Looking deep now for Amendola.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jones on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to throw again. This is White on the screen. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Forced out to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. But for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. On the return is J.J. Taylor. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A big play there for the Patriots. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out and back angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Patriots.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On second down, there's the option going left. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's Taylor to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyrod Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans push further out in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. Taylor going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Patriots 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taylor now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second and 5.
Taylor. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
On 3rd down, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground.
He's all alone. Tyrod Taylor, the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Patriots. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, Jones. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots are back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go play action now. Taylor. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Taylor to throw. And this is caught off the deflection. That catch good for only a couple.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are right back in this football game. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your M.O., and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Now Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy.